I've been telling them, stop playing with All For One's name. People saying All For One ain't this, All For One ain't that. Shut the fuck up, okay? Y'all know All For One roll with the League of Villains. Stop playing with my boy. You know what I'm saying? He been rocking with the League of Villains and fighting All Might since I don't know how long.
That's how it be though. Nothing but great effort just to get a C though. Eyes watching but we never seem to be though.
Yo. Oh my gosh. It is currently 6 a.m. right now where I'm at, and I'm bugging out. I just watched the latest episode of My Hero Academia, baby. I'm looking at the screen right now, episode 48. I believe this is episode 9 of season 3, Symbol of Peace, baby. All For One and All Might going at it. Oh my gosh. The League of Villains, Bakugo, Deku and Todoroki and the crew. All of it. Yo, let's talk a little bit about All For One and the epicness. Because you gotta just take a second to think. Everybody that was around him, Genius, all of them, got taken out like that. Like that. Yo, dude is a monster. What an incredible way to have an entrance. Now, I ain't gonna lie, because there's been a back and forth with a lot of people about his entrance or whatever. A lot of people are comparing him to the greats already. A lot of people are saying, yo, he had that Madara type of entrance. He had that Frieza type of entrance. Like, this is gonna go down legendary. And I want to pass that question off immediately to you guys. What do you guys think? Is All For One's entrance in episode 48 of My Hero Academia, is that going to be legendary? Is he going to go down with the greats, him showing up? It's very interesting though, because you know he's bodying and he's a monster and all this stuff. But let's take a second and step back to see. He is literally the villain equivalent to All Might. Not only just in strength and power, because they confirmed it that, yo, he's on the level of All Might, you know, the leader of the true leader of the League of Villains, not just Shigaraki or whatever, but he is truly trying to guide Shigaraki to be the next wave of villains. Now, it makes me wonder, is there a purpose for his villainry? Is it just that he wants to do dastardly deeds? Does he want to be like a pirate and be free and do whatever he wants and not be restrained by the laws of society? What is it that he is doing all of this? Because at the end of the day, you know, even going back to the flashback of when he saved Shigaraki or whatever, he just keeps telling Shigaraki, I did all of this for you. I got all your comrades, even that kid that you feel is a centerpiece to all this with Bakugo. I did all of this for you. Why would he, you know what I'm saying? Again, he is truly the villain equivalent to All Might, and Shigaraki is the villain equivalent to Deku, but why? I'm really curious to see what is his purpose and his reasoning behind doing all of this, because, you know, he's really adamant about it. He's very passionate. He did everything for Shigaraki, almost like a father figure, and it keeps on showing, going back to that flashback of Shigaraki being a little kid, and him saying, yo, it's alright what you did. I'm curious what happened, because, you know, when the hand fell down, Shigaraki was like, Dad, Father, so there's something seriously wrong. I don't know if Shigaraki killed his parents. I don't know if they were like abusing of him and he killed them or something. I don't know, but definitely it's very sick and sinister. Because I mean, at the end of the day, look at him. He's a monster, you know. He don't care about robbing quirks. He don't care about killing people. He's forcing quirks out of the League of Villains bodies there. They're knocked out on the floor and he's forcing quirks open. So dude has no chill whatsoever. But then there's a lot more to it than meets the eye, because he's not just trying to wreck shit, you know what I'm saying? He was trying to help Tomura and them get away so that, you know what I'm saying, they can be free and not take this L. And then he's like, well, okay, All Might, you want to throw some hands? We could throw hands too, bro. Like, clap it up for All For One. Let's not even art and animation this episode. Do we really have to go there? Absolutely amazing. The throwdown between All Might and All For One. All For One giving it, like, yo, they were going back and forth. Like, there's times where All For One is just really throwing All Might away, and then All Might's coming back and smashing his face in. Like, they were going back and forth. It was like what they said, you know what I'm saying? He is on All Might's level, which I think that this is something that My Hero Academia needed. We needed that true fear of not just these rookies from the League of Villains, because I mean, at the end of the day, look, when All Might and them showed up, just like that, if it wasn't for All For One, just like that, the series could have even been over. Shigaraki, all of them would have been in jail. End of the story. That's it. So getting this villain that, one, I mean, the beginning of the episode, let's talk about the beginning of the episode. Deku and all of them are just in non-stop fear that they can't even move. And we've had these villains that, yeah, you know, if the kids are by themselves is a scary situation, but the second All Might comes through, the second Endeavor's there, the second any of the big heroes are there, it's a wrap. They're done. You know what I'm saying? So to actually see somebody that, nah, you could bring All Might, you could bring, but at the end of the day, you know, he's teleporting the normals there to keep all the people like Endeavor distracted, and he's giving All Might a run for his money. That showcases something that the series really needed and finally has, and that's a villain that could tango even with the big dogs. Because at the end of the day, let's be honest, with Stain, as awesome as he was, the second, and not just the fact that, you know, he respected All Might, but the second All Might would have showed up to the scene and bopped him, you know, even if Stain was at 100%, All Might would have taken him out. Even, let's just say if Stain didn't respect All Might and it was just like, nah, like All Might would have taken him out. So with all the villains we've had up until now, of course, the League of Villains, you know, they had the normals and All Might went in or whatever, this time around, it's, you know what I'm saying, it's not the same. This is actually somebody that's credible. Then All Might, because my gosh, yo, if you notice, this guy really pushes All Might's buttons. Like All Might, if he hates anybody, it's this All For One guy. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of things, like for starters, when Bakugo started disappearing, like All Might started screaming, the voice actor, the Japanese voice, because I saw this in sub as soon as it came out. I ain't gonna lie, I was hype. I've been waiting for this, and I'm waiting for next week too, just like that. But the voice actor, just phenomenal. When All Might screamed, no! I felt it. I really, really felt it, because like dude was actually, yo, he really went in. So shout outs to the performances. I know people say, oh, you can't really judge him because you're not native to the language. No, I felt that shit. You know what I'm saying? That was incredible acting on that performer's part. And then just, you know, the action. Oh my gosh, the action. You know, not only do you have these incredible huge pieces of All Might and All For One going back and forth, but then you even have the strategizing, because again, if Tomura is strategizing and trying to be the next All For One, then Deku is strategizing, trying to be the next All Might. And him using that strategy and not being crippled by fear. It's interesting because, you know, this could have went a whole different route. They could have tried and throw Deku to fight All For One. That would have been terrible. The way they're handling it, where he has to maneuver around. He still wants to save Bakugo. He doesn't want Bakugo to be upset and feel like, oh, my pride, bro. Like, Deku saved me. So using Kirishima and stuff like that, just brilliant on his part to still be a hero. With everything going on, he's still trying to be a hero. Oh my god. Yo, quickly, it just popped into my mind. Poor Gran Torino, because Gran Torino thought he was doing some big things. You know what I'm saying? He's popping in, he's hitting motherfuckers left and right. And then I ain't gonna lie, I'm sorry, it was hilarious. When All Might decked him in the face on accident because of All For One, and I was like, Gran Torino, maybe you should have sit this one out, boy. Like, I don't know if they thought they were about to tag team him or Gran Torino thought, but nah, that wasn't happening. And then again, going back to All Might's just hatred of All For One, when he gave him that blow that pretty much crushed the mask and really showcased, oh, All For One, he ain't really, you know, sparkling right now. Dude is really, really messed up. All Might went as if he was trying to kill him. And then even All For One said, what, you're gonna kill me again? So you could tell that All Might really hates him. Really, really hates him, to the point where he was even willing to kill him right then and there. Now, a lot of things at the end. For starters, All Might has reached his limits, but All For One still is like laughing it up. That's kind of like, you know, you see a street fight and you see some dude punching some dude and he can't do it no more, and the dude on the ground is just laughing like, yo, that's all you got? That's the equivalent to what we just got right there. And it's kind of like, well, who saves the hero now? You know what I'm saying? When the hero needs saving, what's gonna happen there? Very interesting way to end things off. That whole name thing, which I don't know if a lot of people caught it, and I don't really want to dive too into it because I don't want to spoil things or whatever, but the name of the predecessor that held All For One, or One For All, shall I say. I apologize, I get them confused. You know, All Might's power. The name, very similar. I think Shigaraki. Just, yeah, very interesting stuff all around. Absolutely phenomenal episode. This might be regarded as the best episode, if not one of the best episodes of My Hero Academia. You know, even going back to the Stain arc, going back to, you know, the festival and stuff, this tops it all because it has the intensity of, you know, art and animation and music, all check, but it has the intensity, it has the action pieces, it has just the emotion. Like, yo, you could tell Deku is like, man, you know what I'm saying? Both of these guys, Deku and Shigaraki, they're two sides of the same coin. Deku is feeling really sad for All Might that he's about to take this L, seemingly, and Shigaraki's feeling really, really sad that his sensei is about to take this L, seemingly. So it's really interesting the way this is structured and set up. At first glance, when the series starts, you ain't gonna expect this, you know what I'm saying? You're not gonna think that Shigaraki is going to be like mentored and this and that, but yeah, that's what we seemingly have here. All for One is All Might, Shigaraki is Deku, and they're both trying to raise these kids to be these big time villain, big time hero, and who knows, maybe we'll get a time skip and, you know, Shigaraki will truly become the All for One successor or something like that, and I can't wait to see. But all around, just absolutely phenomenal episode. I'm kind of curious. I want to ask the big question. Do you think that, one, this episode, and then next week when you see it, you'll see what I'm talking about. Do you think this episode cements My Hero Academia as finally being able to be up there with the greats of the shonens that we've had throughout time? Do you think it cements it? Also, do you think All for One is certainly like cemented, like, yo, he gave us that Madara type of entrance? I mean, I know a lot of people go back and forth. Some people say, yo, Madara was dropping meteors, what are you talking about? But the fact that he just has everybody so spooked, and the only one that's really coming at him is All Might because he just hates him so much, it speaks volumes. The fact that he bodied every hero in his path speaks volumes. The fact that Gran Torino got punched, I'm sorry, I can't help it. Gran Torino, bro, what was you thinking? It shows that All for One ain't no joke, and we have the greatest villain of My Hero Academia on screen right now with episode 48. Absolutely phenomenal. Loved it. But that's all I have for this one. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, stalk my Facebook, and follow me on Twitch to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day. And remember the golden rule: anime and manga for life, boy. Bow. Have an awesome day. And by the way, if you guys want to see this episode, I got you covered. Link in the description below. You could get a Funimation Now account. You could watch this episode right now. You get like 2 weeks free. You get a decent amount of time free. And you know what I'm saying? You want to cancel afterward, so be it. But I strongly encourage you to stick with it because Funimation Now, they got dubs. They got so much stuff. And My Hero Academia, baby, it's lit.
We make a major move, laugh and let the haters lose. We don't give a fuck, virginity intact, cream stack. Paper